Hey, what's up, everybody? Lorenzo with Alternative City Comics, and this is another Indie Comics review. This week, I'm going to start off with Green Hornet, not the Green Hornet, just Green Hornet from Dynamite. And Green Hornet, I had a lot of expectations for, and they were just trash, and I'll tell you why. The Green Hornet, I don't know if a lot of you younger folks might not know or care because you may have never even heard of the Green Hornet. The Green Hornet had its origin in old-time radio. It was not a comic book character to start with. Green Hornet was popular on radio for its day in the 1930s when it was its heyday. It was one of the #1 shows. Radio was king back then, and the Green Hornet was part of that. It moved over to the movies. What's it called? There was a big Green Hornet movie. Was it The Return of the Green Hornet? In 1941, there was a Green Hornet movie. The Green Hornet I know is from 1967, 68, I want to say, right after the Batman series started. Bruce Lee as Kato and Van Williams as the Green Hornet series. It only lasted for 1 season. That was decent. There was it was a big budget show at the time. It wasn't given a chance to really survive. It was put on a bad night, and a lot of other things happened. But anyway, the Green Hornet has never really found its way. There's been a couple good series before. There was one series before Jim Steranko did a nice cover for. I don't remember what era that was. But the Green Hornet never really thrived in the comics. It's been rebooted many times. The Green Hornet was a big movie back in, I think, 2011 with Seth Rogen. Did not see it, honestly. It was probably better than this book. Yo. So, I gotta tell you, it was my fault for not checking to see who the creative team was on this book before I subscribed to it. My first introduction to it was I saw issue #2 on the shelf. Looked at the artwork. I thought, oh, I love the brushwork of this artist. What's Jason Marquis? He's a baseball player. Anthony Marquis. Anthony Marquis. I love the brushwork of Anthony Marquis. This is very cool. Where's issue #1? We don't have it yet. Okay, so I'm waiting for issue #1. I buy issue #2. I buy issue #3. By the time I acquire issue #1 and start reading the series, I'm just okay. I'm so sorry. I recognize the name of the writer. I know I have some of my favorite writers, but I don't know every writer. You know, some people know all the names of all the writers that done all the big things, and all the directors and all the big things, but I just don't have the kind of Rolodex in my head. I'm sorry, you know. But anyway, by the time I read the book, I found out that it was just not what I expected. Yoyo wants to be let out now, so okay. He's such a scene stealer. It looked to me that Scott Lobdell was not taking this source material seriously, because replacement level writer X could have done a better job at this. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if like Dynamite did him a solid and gave him this series. I don't know. It's like throwing him a bone because he's not been working in the industry. But the dialogue is just atrocious. The story is going nowhere. The story is all over the place. Well, let me tell you about the story. The story begins, issue #1. The Green Hornet and Kato are holed up in this house, like a cabin, and the army is outside about to just, for some reason, just blow up the cabin with the baby inside, and we're not really, told why this is happening. Okay. And after this transpires, they make a miraculous escape, and they come across some alien landing, allegedly a flying saucer landing at some point. I think in the original, or rather in the 1966 series, there was an alien episode. There was an alleged alien flying saucer episode, so maybe he was trying to reference that or something, but it just didn't make sense. Picked up in issue 2. Turns out the alien is not really an alien, or is he? And then he ended up getting him into a fight with the Hornet. The Black Beauty launches a rocket at him and takes him out for a minute. But then they escape, and for some reason they're driving through Kansas, and then they come across this what looks like an Area 51 type of base, and they try to scale a wall to the base, and they're attacked by this woman with powers who fights Kato, tries to kill the Hornet, and it's just the dialogue there is just so bad and so weak. And then that in issue 3, that issue, I'm just going to spoil everything. I don't give a damn. In issue 3, that story is all of a sudden cut short, and we still haven't found out about the baby. You know, we haven't really, you know, I don't remember resolved that whole issue about the baby, or why the army was trying to blow him up. And after that, that story is just like cut like halfway through the whole book. Halfway through the book, the story is just, okay, you see you next issue, let's continue the story. And all of a sudden they start this other story where the Green Hornet's on his deathbed, and he's approached by some spirit that's like trying to bring him back to life. And then the spirit resurrects Kato, who's dead, and makes him super powerful too. And there's no explanation for that story. It's by a different artist. I don't know whether Mr. Marquis quit in the middle of the issue or not. I haven't read them before yet. This will be my last issue only because I already bought it. But I don't know what's happening with this book. And that brings me back to the point where I just don't think that Scott Lobdell was really into this story. I mean, I didn't know much about him. I heard his name before. So I ended up Googling him, and I looked online and I saw a lot of things where he's one of the more unpopular personalities in comics. And he kind of stepped away from comics because of his incidences of different like sexual harassment and things like that, and insensitive racial statements. And you know, I'm all for the whole innocent until proven guilty thing, and I try not to be negative on here. I really try not to be. But if everybody thinks you're an asshole, then maybe there's something to it. So, and this guy, I kind of follow Dynamite. This is not a good look for Dynamite. They've had some questionable things, some questionable decisions made in recent past anyway. So maybe I should just stay the hell away from Dynamite. And like every other page, like a double spread page for Vampirella or, you know, some other shit. You know, it's like, which is fine, okay, but you know, focus on the source material and the actual book you're trying to sell. There's so many good covers for this book. That's what kind of drew me in too. Like I was like, okay, maybe they finally got this character right this time, maybe. But no, this has gone terribly wrong. I gotta say, Anthony Marquis' artwork, I love his cartoony brushwork style, and I guess he used he's the colorist too, so he just used it's in black and white and green, green Hornet, I guess. So I'm really down with anything that he's doing. I was going to look for more work that he's done, and I'm just disappointed is not a strong enough word I can say about this book. I cannot recommend the book. I do recommend Anthony Marquis' artwork, and I will never probably buy anything by Scott Lobdell again, and I'm going to do my research and find out who's writing a book before I even order it, because I really try to give everybody a chance, but you know, when you're spending your hard-earned, $3.99, $5.99, $6.99 on these books, you don't want to just piss it away, you know, on some hoser was just not going to even take the material seriously. I mean, and he definitely did not take it. By issue number 3, I've just lost complete interest in this book, and it's a shame because this is going to go in the dollar bin again, the quarter bin, and the character's going to be forgotten again. I don't know if they felt they had to use this property or just lose it, one of those situations. But yeah, Green Hornet, thumbs down on the writer, thumbs up on the artist. So that's it for this Indie Comics review. Yo-Yo says he should be the star of this show, and he kind of is. Be sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notifications button so you know when I'll be making another video. I'll be making 2 review videos every Tuesday, 2 for Tuesday on reviews, a haul video on Thursday, and a drawing video as soon as I can. So until then, thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you in my next video. Hey, don't forget to subscribe and leave a thumbs up.